Good morrow, people of the internet, and welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we got tasered, and all our evidence was stolen. So that sucks. But this time we're going into court, I think, maybe, to finally clear Edgeworth's name. Let's go. This is it, Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What? What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock isn't worn off from my running with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, how's the last day of the trial? Good luck, Nick. Oh, today's the last day of the trial. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Comma doesn't push him too hard. Oh! What are you doing? Sorry. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Pal! Oh, that's a gumshoe there, I guess. Yeah, called it. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe! Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. So that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna try and be as quiet as I can here. Okay, I've got some chocolate buttons, and I'm pretty hungry at the moment after doing some dance drama, so nom. Oh, right. I like chocolate buttons. They're nice, but you know, there's quite a lot of them. The court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, they'll be ordered to silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Comma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you will remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he lost his chocolate. He has currently lost his the memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away? Why did you run away yesterday? Objection! The witness was not running away. As he will now testify. I cannot read today. Very well. Please begin your testimony. Why I left court? I'm really sorry about it. I just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with the incident anyhow. I'd need one of those motive things, right? And I haven't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. Why I left court? Okay. What evidence do we have? Basically nothing. Let's just keep pressing him. I'd call you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Objection! Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the witness testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. Okay. Why did you leave? Objection. He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone's talking? If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. Food? Well, Bob's a bit of a gourmet, you see. He only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I can't go along, you see. Objection. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. Anyway. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep. Seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. Objection! The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. You claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old Hodge's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. You need a motive. Objection. Hold it. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, right? The witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. That's proof he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the end of the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness' memory of the past or lack of thereof proof into question. Does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies! Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Now this is interesting. I'd like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. Quicker, Edgeworth. Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident. I thought the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Objection. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. You have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burn my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, the witness has no fingerprints. I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. Let's take a blood test. No. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one! Nick, what are you gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might erase his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine the parrot for a little comic relief, Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine the parrot? What is it, Nick? No. You're not going to... Your Honor! The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? On his proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Oh, order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Objection! Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have the right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy! Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes. Yes, we will cross-examine the parrot. Let the parrot take to the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. Whoa, that's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt being ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Who is your owner? Hello? Hello? Squawk? Certainly the most concise testimonies we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Who was your owner? Can I press him? Hold there! Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Wait, what do I say? Have we forgotten something? Remember 2 days ago? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget DL6! If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly? Have we forgotten something? Hello? Hello? That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something. We forgot. Hello? Hello? Uh-oh. It's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, right? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when asked if we'd forgotten anything? Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to a parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her honor, Mr. Yogi. Wow, wow. Okay. Right, what should Maya say? What's your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name? Polly, Polly, what's your name? Polly, Polly. Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot name is Polly. Does that have anything to do with the owner's identity? Of course! Guess it does. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity, and show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking this bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... That's Mr. Fay. The DL65 case. Whoa, 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 whoa. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins... Oh, take that! The DL6 case file? Objection! That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is the proof on that? Show us! Stop wasting our time! Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to the parrot's name? Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page is all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He remembered the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Objection! A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix, right? Does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? He's only 7 years old. Oh, wrong line. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We should need something other. English. We would need some other corroborating evidence. How am I gonna find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more, if we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, please. You may continue. Well, guess we should try to get some information out of her. Okay. Okay. Press. There's one more thing we need to say. That we can say. What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you weren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? 1228. You don't think? Take that! The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number? Case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Oh, that's today's date. 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their security numbers to dates. Objection! Bah, this is tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0000001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately! Oh yeah, victory music. Witness. Tell us your name. Objection! Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember. No. It's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, this is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order, order! Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. There was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It's a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I don't care who had sent it. Oh wait, antivirus. Postpone. I don't care who sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, I had a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge? Against Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in this confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take to the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case, so I would like you to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. The court is adjourned. Objection! Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in his revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Leave it to Edgeworth. No, I'm sure Edgeworth thought about this one long and hard. This isn't my place to interfere. Nick, are you sure? There's nothing we can do about it. This is his problem. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean, in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I'm guilty for the DL6 statute of limitation which ends today. The culprit is me! Order! Order! This is something unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime of which statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Well, it's obvious. We hold a trial. Right here. Right now. I tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. December 28, 22:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, pal. I mean, you kill your dad? I don't want to believe it myself, detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! This is crazy! Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? Well, what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In the court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here, in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. December 28, 2:30 p.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 3. I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let's begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations in the DL6 runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Oh, game? Moncana, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take to the stand? Professional. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about the dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. Witness testimony, the DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought the memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Ah, the same claim that Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. The DL6 incident. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only two things. I know my father lost that Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Von Karma? You were handling that case? Oh, wrong voice. It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. As he went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator. Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then, as the time passed and no one came to help, my father began to argue. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, did I have a bill at my feet? What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff Yanni Yogi's, and the safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. You picked it up. What happened next? Picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted him to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. And later there was a single gunshot, then a scream. The gun fired once? Yes. I think, after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and the horrible scream. The scream. It was a terrible scream, I remember it to this day. Could you reenact the scream for us? Sorry, that was my phone. To this day? Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I would ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of the testimony that clearly contradicts the evidence. But I don't know what it means. I better find out quick. Okay, so it's at the end there. Not the DL6. Was it the DL6 incident? Check this photo. There's 2 bullets there. That's weird. That's a bullet. Still bears ballistic markings. Check. No clues found at the scene. Considering trapped in the elevator, returning. 1 bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired. The murder weapon was fired twice. There was a single. Wait, no, didn't mean to press. Come on. Come on. Back. Objection! Are you sure you only heard 1 gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. But that doesn't make sense. Look at the file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. Objection! You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard 1 gunshot. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot? Objection. Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when the second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of these shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot had something to do with the case? Yes! Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof. What? Impossible! Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the firing of the pistol is related to this incident? It might be this. Take that! Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime, 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. The photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. To the judge, the contradiction in the photo. There. Take that! As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see, a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a single shot from the pistol, yet there was also a bullet hole in this elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. Objection! I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary? That's on page 1. Look at what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. That bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door. What else could have made a bullet hole other than a... Order! I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. The murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It's highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I'd have to discount the defense's claims. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person someone else who was fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. It seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did. Oh no, you're confessing. Very well. The statute of limitation in the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, right now, indeed. Does anyone else have any objections? I've been here before. My first saying call. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's going blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? I have an objection. Your Honor, I do object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds are your objection? Nick, I don't know. This case is perfect. Oh no. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it. Seems Waiting's not going to produce any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It exists. What? We just have proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. Objection. The murderer? Then tell us. Just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. The criminal took the second bullet. Why would he? Huh? First of all, how would he have found it? It's not easy to find a straight bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to? Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if I hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head. What if that really happened? Let me get this straight. So the time of the murderer himself was shot, and he left with the second bullet it's still inside, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of crime? Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. The two men right inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. Then the pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you're truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. Objection! What do you say? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved in the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I don't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something. Really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Rosberg said yesterday? Gregory this perfect track record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Hong Kong. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. It was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take the vacation because of shock, but because he was injured? Which would mean... it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident! He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth! It was Von Karma! Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Might as well. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. The what? Von Karma! Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? Sitting right there? You don't object. I see no need. Why humor this ridiculous outburst of my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, you know. Where do I go under the knife, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who this doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane! No, you couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? The bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence that I was shot? I got this. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll have to use evidence. I know you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... take that! Von Karma is perfect, even with surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is the bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible? For all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Objection! No, I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means... you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order! 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 Your Honor, the defense requests that they'll be allowed to use the metal detector. Objection! Judge, I call suspicion of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. Objection! This is statute of limitations right on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I don't permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you submit yourself for testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted. Something inside his right shoulder. The bullet! Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you! I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed. There is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is you who must prove something here, Mr. Wright, not I. Mr. Wright? Well? Can you prove it? Can you prove the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder is from DL6? Of course you can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. It's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. No proof. You cannot convict me of any crime. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. You see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would have dug your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. Here's my final proof. Oh, you don't think? Take that! That's... a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from the gun are marked with our weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One bullet, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Von Karma is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets, then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun, the very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to these of the bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet, you're not making this any easier! Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father! Bang! It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth! Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me! So, it was you. You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record, and you left a scar on my shoulder that will never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death, death. 15 years earlier. Mr. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you make this kind of error. I've never thought that Edgeworth to be one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've caught for you in this past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button and nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring the end to this miserable charade. Now end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, you are. You are innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty! Yes! Yes! You did it! You did it! That is all. The court is adjourned. Number 28, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Nick! Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? It's become to look even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now, it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah. I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, right. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Dear. Whoa! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I never forget this. I'll give you one, pal. Tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop! I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little time. He'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! Lana! You were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Ola? Who, me? Aw, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? What? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick. I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. This Kian's, she's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Larry. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come a long way. You come along too tonight, pal. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's a suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Alright. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh, what a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? 38? No. No! Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? I was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored. He came in school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I was never good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like the way he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. What does that leave me? I'm getting that funny because of what you two did. Well, I'd call you a goody two-shoes to the extreme. Yeah, and you got worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I'd become a prosecutor! Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I'd known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth, want to switch, right? Hey y'all, line up, take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go! And after that dinner on E. Detective Gumshoe took us in the town that night, and we celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, although Edgeworth was still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 AM, Wright & Co., law offices. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back into my training. I'll become full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I can say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is it? The first trains for the mountains have already left! To the station! I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Hold it! Oh, Nick. Wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yeah, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped me, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Ron Carmen, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in daze. So, I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show me some evidence. Cheer up. God, okay. Polly? Cause I'm Polly. Huh? Sorry, Nick. I guess I don't understand. Uh-oh. No, I don't understand this evidence either. It's okay. You don't have to try and cheer me up. But one day, I'll come back and be useful. I promise. So, bye. Bye. Thanks, Nick. And so, my story ends. Time to turn a new page, and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now, a new story begins. The same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you're graduating to be an amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. I got a bad feeling about this. Objection! Ah, it's over. Oh, it's over. I can't believe it's over. Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Graphics. Kumiko. I cannot. I'm so sorry if I pronounce these names wrong. Huh? Nick? Haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. Graphics. Tatsuro Iwamoto. Iwamoto? I don't know. Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. I heard he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring any of bells, so I taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Oh. Really? Main programming? Oh. Noriyuki Otani. I do not remember this guy's voice. Phoenix Wright? The defense attorney to whom I wrote that affidavit, yes. You should know, I've taken over management of the Grand Water Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Programming. Masakutsu Endo. Masakatsu, probably. No, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Yes, me and Xander started, was it not? Oh, no, I'm seeing the the day of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? Music, Masakazu Sugimori. Oh god, Phoenix Wright? He an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. You know, oh god. I don't know DVDs, anything, or everything these days. Sound effects. Atsushi Mori. It's been a journey, guys. It's definitely been a journey. I'm pleased to. Oh god, I can't remember his way. I'm sure that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I keep using my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin anything for the kids' dreams, you know? Hiroshi Nakaya Ayumi Terada. Probably pronounced wrong. Oh, got it. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. Sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Guys, it's over. Yumiko Uchida, I'm sad this is over. I love this game. I love this game so much. Right? Who's that? You wanna talk? It's a Pink Princess. Alright. But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It's kind of shocked about me for a boy of my age. Producer Atsushi Inaba. Oh god, I'm butchering these names, I can tell. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Me? I've been training to become a paranormal photographer. Oh god. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Can we see that picture? A big good thumbnail. Shinji Mikami, executive producer. Oh, there is a ghost. Capcom. Hold it! Oh, you have to be kidding me. A brand new episode has been added. Oh! Oh, it's not over. Oh. Yes! It's not over yet. Next time on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we'll head into episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. See ya!